quite possibly one of the most exciting launches of the year, the new Blade V9 1619. Won't even keep you waiting. Let's take it right on court and play test it. For this playtest, we decided to string up the racket with Luxilon Eco Power. The color of the recycled green string matches the racket beautifully. What do you guys think? Let us know in those comments below. But we did it at 54 pounds, so that all-around tension and the shaped, comfortable all-around feel of the Luxilon Eco Power was a nice blend to give this racket a playtest. The Wilson Blade 98 1619 gets revamped for 2024 and comes out in its 9th variation. The head size is 98 square inches, unstrung weight 305 grams equaling 10.8 ounces. The swing weight is 317, and as you can imagine, the string pattern is 16 by 19 on this soft stiffness 62 RA racket. The balance is at the 12.9 inch mark, making it 5 points headlight on this standard 27 inch frame with a constant beam of 20.6 millimeters. The grip type is Wilson Pro Performance, and it comes in a color shifting emerald green. Good news, Wilson racket lovers. For the new production, Wilson has improved their spec tolerance by 25%. So if you're that player that buys a series of rackets, not to worry, you're gonna get the same great specs when you go from racket to racket to racket. From the baseline, the Blade 1619 was an absolute blast. I really enjoyed the new stability, flex, and firmness of the racket, but it did not seem to come at the compromise of feel, which is normally the case. Whether I was hitting forehands, backhands, shots off the rise, whatever the case, the response was really excellent. I was able to feel the ball, the sweet spot was plush and large, and I didn't feel those harsh responses back to the wrist, to the body, etc. on mishits. So I like that they made it more stable, it plays fantastic, and it still keeps those iconic play and that iconic feel that you used to get from the old Blade. On the new Blade racket, they have incorporated 20 years plus of technology and the new Wilson Stable Feel. Stable Feel makes the racket play 10% stiffer and more stable. So it's not that stiffness that hurts the elbow or gives you that shock, but it is that stability, that plow through, and the racket really holds its shape without folding under mishits. And I think you're gonna like it if you switch to the new V9. Another thing that's new and unique on these Wilson Blade rackets is the click and go grommet system. And it's a new system where they have different components and different features on the inlay that allows you to change a grommet in under 25 seconds. I'll see it when I believe it. It sounds fantastic. If you're that player that scuffs up the top or hits the side, it's an easy way to spend a couple bucks on a new grommet strip, replace it, and get you good to go on your next restring. They have truly outdone themselves with the new cosmetic on the Blade V9. I have mentioned in other videos that I think it's like a car green, maybe something of an Aston Martin or that style, a little bit of a color change, a good flake, a matte finish, but they're calling it an emerald green, which can be really bright and green like an Irish green at points, and then darker like a forest green depending on the light that hits off of it. Really superb job on the cosmetic, and it came out awesome. The blade is marketed as an all-court weapon, and that is absolutely the case. When you're at the net, you're literally knifing through the air, probably why they call it a blade. It's so fast, it's so maneuverable, the balance is spectacular, the feel, the punch, everything is there. There's definitely not a spot on the court where this won't shine. So whether you're deep behind the baseline, blanketing the baseline, moving inside the court, slicing, punching volleys at net, finishing points, cracking overheads, this racket is going to be your best friend.
Overall, the Blade 1619 V9 received top marks in our Solow Sports graded review. This is to be expected when you take a winning racket and setup only to enhance it more. The ideal match is a plethora of players rated 3.5 or higher with just about any grip style, one or two-handed backhand, and those who utilize every square foot of the court, as this racket can shine from anywhere. The control, all-court style, and soft flex comfort make this appealing to so many competitors. Similar rackets include the Basalt Pure Strike 1619, Head Boom MP, Technofiber TF40 305 1619, and Yonex Percept 97. However, the Wilson Blade is the original in this category and continues to impress with new developments in each version.
That's going to wrap up our review for the Blade 1619, but if you are curious about some of the other Wilson models and which one is the best for you, let us know how you play in the comments. We'll help match you. We'll help you on that guide, on that journey to the best racket, so you're competing as best as you can.